Now that LeBron has moved on, Mr. Kevin Love is the biggest prize on the NBA market. He belongs in Cleveland. I'll tell you why. This is Ted on Sports.
Get it up. On the way. Davis goes left. No flags. It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. Bosh back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! To Kyle Clifford. To Foley. He shoots, breaks a rebound. They score! For the Final Four. Harrison. That shot's the... Oh, he's made it!
LeBron James is pushing awfully hard to bring Kevin Love into Northeast Ohio and to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, he's a member of the Minnesota Timberwolves, so you gotta trade for him. Currently, there's two offers on the table. Let's take a look at the first one. We have Taj Gibson, the big man that's been there. Exciting, energetic, explosive. Taj Gibson out of USC. You've also got Nikola Mirotic, who is going to sign his rookie contract. And then you've got, out of Creighton, Doug McDermott. You got Dougie Fresh in there as well. Quickly, before we analyze that offer, let's go to Cleveland's offer. Cleveland, Andrew Wiggins, this year's #1 overall draft pick, is first. Then you have last year's #1 overall draft pick, Anthony Bennett out of UNLV, who didn't see as much playing time as he expected to this last season. And then you have a future first-round pick. The thing is, with Cleveland, you're going to have a lot more potential and a lot better chance to rebuild your franchise if you're Minnesota. Andrew Wiggins, a very good player, a potential star. He's played very good in Vegas at the Summer League games with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So there's a lot of excitement going on there. And also include Anthony Bennett. Now, Anthony Bennett, I don't think is what we look at as a typical first overall pick. I see him as a sixth man. I don't see him as a starter. I see a guy that can come off the bench, be effective at his max, maybe provide a 10 to 13 points per game, get some rebounds as well, get some key minutes off the bench. And then you've got a first-round draft pick. Who knows? That could be one of the Harrison kids from Kentucky. It could be someone we're not even talking about right now. That's going to be very good. Kevin Love, you got to want to play for LeBron James. If you're Kevin Love, you want to go to Cleveland. I don't know if you want to go to Chicago. If you go to Cleveland, you're going to play with Kyrie Irving, a playmaking point guard. You're going to play with the best player in the world, LeBron James, and you're going to have that block down there all to yourself in Cleveland. And if you're Cleveland, this is why having Love is better than having Andrew Wiggins. Because if you have Wiggins, you're going to clog up the perimeter. You're going to clog up the perimeter with LeBron James, and because Wiggins has that mindset, he wants to be a superstar. He wants the ball, and he wants to go. LeBron, when you're playing with LeBron, you're not going to have that unless you come off the bench and you're playing when LeBron's on the bench. So you're going to have, potentially, Kevin Love down low, LeBron on the wing, and Kyrie Irving at the point. It's perfect balance on the floor for David Blatt's Cleveland Cavaliers. Perfect balance. You don't have any clog on the perimeter. You don't have three guys, Irving, James, and Wiggins, fighting for the ball and fighting for scoring position up on the perimeter. You're going to have Love, a guy that can rebound, a guy that can get LeBron the ball on the outlet pass right away on the fast break. You're going to get a guy that can step out, shoot the three as well. Can you imagine this pick and roll and pick and pop scenario? LeBron's got the ball at the top of the key. Kevin Love comes to set the screen. Now, LeBron can do anything he wants with it. He can go to the rack, he can pull up for a jumper, or you can run the pick and roll. Have Love go to the rim. If the defense sags back, hey, Love, step back, shoot the three. He's been in a three-point contest before. We know he can shoot the ball from downtown. If you're Kevin Love, you don't want to go to Chicago. You want to go to Cleveland. Cleveland is what you want, and that's the best for both teams. That's the best for both teams. If Minnesota makes that deal with Chicago right now, there's no superstar in there. Doug McDermott's not going to be a star. He's not going to help them. He's going to be a bench player. Taj Gibson, in Minnesota, yeah, that's nice, but you need a guy to go with Ricky Rubio. Andrew Wiggins can be that guy. Andrew Wiggins can be the guy that Ricky Rubio gets the ball to, and that they partner with on the perimeter. I think that'd be a good combination. Great combination if Cleveland acquires Kevin Love. I think it's going to be a really good combination if Ricky Rubio and Andrew Wiggins are paired together in Minnesota, and it gives Minnesota, with that draft pick, a chance to rebuild. Kevin Love's not going to come back to the Timberwolves. That's it. Plain and simple. Love is not coming back to Minneapolis. So they need to find a deal. But here is what Minnesota has to look at. Do we want this Cleveland trade? Or do we think we can wait till the deadline to maybe pick up a guy like Golden State's Klay Thompson or someone else that's better than Andrew Wiggins? That's a bona fide great player in the NBA. That's what Minnesota has to think about right now. If I'm Minnesota, if I'm the Timberwolves, I know we have to get rid of Kevin Love. I know we have to trade him. Am I going to get a better package than a good bench player in Anthony Bennett, Andrew Wiggins, a potential star, and a first-round draft pick? I don't know if I'm going to get a better package than that. I might. We might get, there's a risk that we might get a better package. But I don't know. Well, I don't know. We could not. It all depends on how trigger-happy David Kahn is in Minnesota. So Kevin Love belongs in Cleveland. If Cleveland acquires Kevin Love, they're the best team, not only in the Eastern Conference, maybe the NBA. You got 3 stars on that team. You got Kyrie Irving with this. If he gets LeBron and Love, he's going to go in a new dimension. His game is going to change a little bit. He's not going to be forced to score so much. He is going to be a facilitator. And Kyrie Irving, should this go for a long 5, 6, 7, 8 years, Kyrie Irving could go down as a great point guard in the history of the NBA. Who knows if Cleveland wins multiple NBA titles. Now, do you think LeBron, Love, Irving, you think that's going to be a thing in Cleveland? Or do you think Love is going to end up in Chicago and Minnesota is going to take that bait? Leave your thoughts in the comment below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you think Love is destined to be a Cleveland Cavalier. Follow us on Twitter at TedOnSports, Facebook.com/TedOnSports as well. Give us a like for some great Facebook content. Make sure to subscribe, and most of all, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.